And here we got the tiny castle in Henford on Bagley. Well, the lot itself isn't technically tiny, but the main building is, as you can see here. This was actually inspired by a game called Tiny Glade that I tried out the demo of on stream over on Twitch one day, and suddenly I felt inspired to build a castle in The Sims, and I've never done that before, so I'm very happy with how this turned out. And this could fit perfectly if you like to do the Decades challenge or just do gameplay revolving, you know, the older days or maybe even royalty. So let's have a look at it. So this lot is a 50 by 40 lot, and I did some terrain manipulation. As you can see, we got the castle up on like a hill or something here. There is a bridge going over like this tiny narrow river that I made here. Over here I made a stable for a horse if you'd like to have that, and right next to it there is space to do some gardening. I also added this Get Famous well over here. It's not actually functional, but just like a decoration, and it fits very nicely with the whole era that we're in, and you know, just the style and aesthetic. Further down the water here there is this pier. This is a live edit object and not actually functional again, but I thought it fit the aesthetic, and the same goes for the boat that I've added in the actual water here. On the other side of the lot I made this little house where you can work on some nectar making. There's also this mill feature here that you can see is running like it has an animation, which I thought was cute, so I just put it on the side of the build here. And let me just show you the inside here. You can find lots of wine racks or like nectar racks, and of course the nectar making station. Also the inside of the stables look like this. So you got the placement for the horse to sleep, where you need to put in the food and everything. So I thought this was also a very cute little place. And if we do walk over the bridge here, we do get to the main building, the tiny castle. I wanted the front here to give off sort of like a courtyard vibe, even though it's technically not a courtyard, or maybe it is. I'm not too sure about the actual description of a courtyard, but we do have like a fountain in the middle here that I made using the fountain tool, and there is actually another fountain in the corner here, which is from the Riviera retreat kit that recently came out. And there's just like a few benches here and there, like these stone benches. I also put some plants in these like wooden pots. There's also this little area over here where you can do some painting. I thought this view looks spectacular and would definitely inspire you to do some painting. You can also see the wild fox in the background here, because I've added that lot trait here, so there are wild foxes. You just have to look out for your rabbits. Also, if we follow these stepping stones over here, we do get to this little area. I've added in like an older looking tombstone here. There's a wooden bench, and there's also like a little fire pit or bonfire here. There's also this tower that's made out of curved rooms that put together to make the entire room a circle. I thought that was an interesting feature, and I'm sad I wasn't able to use the second floor, but the first floor is meant for painting as well. So as you can see, I've just put a few painting things in here, like this whole thing where you can put your paintings, and an easel of course, and just like some paintings or like drawings on the wall as well. The inside of the castle looks like this. Initially I wanted it to look more medieval, but after a while of not liking it, I made it more royal-ish or something. That makes sense. Like I did these pretty walls and floors, and the color scheme is very light and blue, which I love. Over here you can find the entry with these like big castle door, which I really like the look of. There is a knight in this corner also. I think it fits quite nicely here, and it's an item that I never really use, but here it fits nicely. Just like a little space here to sit down and relax. I also use this like table with the mirrors from For Rent. But yeah, I use a lot of items from the Castle Estate kit, and again, I've never used that before because I feel like castles aren't really my thing, but I think this was a really fun project to work on. And here you can see the kitchen. It's quite narrow in a sense. And again, mainly there's blue, white, and golden or beige colors here. So you got lots of space for cooking. There's all of these counters. There are some shelves with plates and like containers for ingredients and stuff like that. I also found this like picnic item. I do believe it's from Outdoors Retreat. I always forget this item exists, but it fits very nicely here and I would definitely go on a picnic if I lived here. Also, the oven and the fridge are from the Country Kitchen kit and I really adore these items, and they also have some really cute swatches. For the bathroom, I've used the Vampire's bathroom set actually, so it's very white and gold in here. I also do have this shelf here with towels and whatnot. The bedroom looks very calm and cute in my opinion. I used this bed from the Vampires pack and I think the whole look of it fits this castle very well and the era that I wanted to kind of go for as well. There are also these like big suitcases here that are from Werewolves, and this actually functions as a wardrobe, so I would imagine they have like their clothes stored in here. I also decided to put in a fireplace in here for like those colder days. Then I just put like a few bookshelves on either side of it, and yeah, I think this bedroom looks kind of cute. The big dining room is over here. This space was kind of difficult to figure out because I wanted to use these like big archways here, as you can see, to kind of like connect the indoors and outdoors, but I thought, hey, it's The Sims and it doesn't really matter, so I just decided to go for the dining room, and I put some of these curtains. So we got like a long table here with these vampires chairs. I absolutely love these windows with like the stained glass and the little crests here. You also have a piano over in this corner, so if you would like some entertainment, you can definitely sit down and play some tunes. The last room on top here is actually like sort of a library area. So again, we got these big bookshelves. I have like a book stand over here. This one is from Vampires and you can see like a little drawing of a heart here. Again, I have a piano in here if you want to play more in private, I suppose. You can sit here and do some reading and just like a few clutter items here and there. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a follow for more content in the future. This build is playtested and up on my gallery. My ID is honeymaysims, or you can find me with the hashtag honeymaysims as well. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today as we built this tiny castle, and I can't wait to talk to you all in the next video. Until then, take care!